back. This is Module 1 in the series of 5-step network marketing online blueprint. And we are going to engage in Module 1 using the last slide or the last picture of the intro video, if you will. And that is, again, I want to imagine you a few weeks or a few months down the road after everything is set up and everything works for you. You've got your system online, your team is actually duplicating your system, and things are working out, money is coming in, and finally, you understand you are living the meaning of recurring, long-term, solid income through your network marketing business. So congratulations. I mean, this is where you're going to be. And on the right side of the screen, then of course you see all the different steps that you will be taking in order to get there. And it looks complicated. In fact, let me zoom in right now. So it looks even more complicated when you zoom in, but you know what? It's not. It's a matter of taking it one step at a time. And our job, my job, and Jeannie's job is to simplify this process, is to demystify this process so that you'll see it's really not that complicated, and you'll be so happy that you've actually gone through all these steps because you will understand the mechanics of how it works. So the way we're going to tackle this is, again, as you see on the screen, we are going to tackle the left column of this diagram from top to bottom, and we are going to now start with the first one. And the best way to understand how it works online is to do a recap, really, of how it works in the traditional way, in person or on the telephone or doing webcast. Because if you understand that logic, and I'm sure you do, then it's just a matter, again, of transitioning that approach into an online approach. Because ultimately, we're trying to connect with people, either in person or online, but that's what we're trying to do. We're really trying to connect with people. So we're going to click on that, and it's going to bring us to that particular box, which is invite. Network marketing is a people business. Even if you're doing online, it's actually connecting with other people for the purpose of sending a message. Well, first, identifying a need, and two, to determine whether or not what you have to offer as a product or service match that needs. And if it does, then likely you may have a new customer or a new consumer. So let's recap the way it's done in traditional network marketing is inviting people. And by the way, this is the step where often, although it's the first step, this is the step where sometimes we have a major breakdown where people cannot just get past that first step. They are uncomfortable, they are afraid, they are anxious about the whole thing because they just feel that maybe they don't know enough, that maybe that they don't believe in their products or service just yet because they're new at it. For all sorts of reasons, it really slows people down. And we all know it is the most important step. It's to engage with people so that they start understanding what it is that you have to offer, and again, whether or not it's a match. As a result of that, that's where a lot of the frustrations come at the beginning, whether they're rejections, they're discouragement, people quickly run out of prospects. I mean, I don't know how many times I've heard, "Oh, I know 2 people. I'm new at this, and I knew 2 people, and whatever I do, they always follow me. They always do the same thing I do. And so when I tell them about my new opportunity, I know that they will team up with me and they'll do exactly what I do." And this so often leads to major disappointment because they may get 1 or 2 major rejection, and then that's it. They feel all of a sudden they have self-doubt about themselves. They have doubt about their product. They have doubt about their new opportunity. And sometimes those doubts are strong enough that it will stop them right there. That's it. They've talked to 1 or 2 or possibly 3 people, 3 major rejections because these were people close to them, and they stop. That's it. It's like, and often that's when they will ask you, is there a return policy with your opportunity? Like, am I still within my 30 days? Can I get my money back? We've all been there. We know exactly how it works, right? So, and it's real. There's no easy way to go about it because there's a learning curve at the beginning, and some people get discouraged before they actually even engage in that learning curve. So again, all these frustrations, all these concerns, dissolution, discouragement, whether it's from rejection or no-shows or people that don't follow up or you name it, it really, really slows people down. In fact, in many cases, in too many cases, it actually stops people dead in their tracks, and that's it. Their new venture is over, and they don't want to hear anything about it. So, can you address some of those issues online? And the answer, of course, is yes, because the system is doing the work. So you present the same information, you might even approach the same people, but you will do that in a different way. You will do that online. So it's not you picking up the phone, it's not you meeting with them, it's actually your system that will connect with them, and they will do it in a very strategic way so that, in order to pique their interest. It's also because, things are changing out there. And network marketing is a business model which is so well suited to do business online. Not just to, again, use traditional websites and Facebook and social media and so on and so forth, but really for a fully automated prospecting system that goes all the way to signing people up at the end, whether as a customer or as an associate. Because network marketing is really mostly an online business, so everything applies so well. So the way, again, you approach people is the traditional way, is by trying to identify their needs. And we always teach our new members to do that before they go out there and they start talking to people, because now they're full of excitement and they really believe that everybody's going to be buying their product or service, is actually to sit down and actually to draw a profile of who it is that they have in mind, not as a person, but as a customer of your product or a customer of your business opportunity, to really determine what it is that you are looking for and the best way to approach people. Sometimes I'm asked, Jermaine, is it better to approach people from a product perspective or from a business perspective? And the answer is, well, it depends. It depends on your prospect. If you've got, let's say for instance, you're in the health and wellness business and your prospect is an athlete or your prospect has health issues, well, a better way to approach this person might be, again, on the health side or on the product side. Say you're talking to somebody who is in a career transition, somebody who maybe is tired of where they work or somebody who needs extra money. Well, in that case, it might actually be better to approach them on the business side. So there's no one-step approach, if you will, when you are trying to approach new people. So you may have different approaches and all of them running at the same time, but it doesn't mean that you will use the same approach with everybody. It just does not work. It's the ability to focus. So that's the key that is going to lead us into how do we do this online. It's to understand that not everybody is a prospect. So we need to have a strategy. We need to have a profile. We need to be very clear, even before we start doing the system online, in terms of who is it that we are going after? Who is our ideal customer? Who is our ideal prospect? And this is what we need to do before we actually go online.